Hello everyone and welcome back with Pall family. I'm Natalia
I'm Daniel.
and today we gonna react to a video called The Year Bali Tourism Stopped. Foreign Correspondent. Someone sent this
It's from
to us.
March
Last year.
2021. I think that is it's related with the COVID and the pandemic and everything. Because Indonesia, Bali
So it's
and
about
everything.
the tourism.
Yeah, Bali was relying on tourism, and with the COVID, that
Everything changed.
everything changed. Let's see
So,
what's
yeah,
about.
let's see.
Subscribe, like. Don't forget, guys, if you're new, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell to stay up to date to know when we're gonna post our next videos. Messing up again with my microphone. It's fine now.
Okay.
Let's go. Wait. It's on speakers. Headphones now. Go.
It's still on speakers.
No.
You know? Okay.
You see even
Bali
the
is one of the world's most popular holiday destinations. But has it become a victim of its own success?
Tourism start to explode. More people's coming in from outside than the people's living in here.
Decades of
it's similar with London, I believe.
Like more people coming from outside than the people
Yeah,
that
I
are
think
living
that
in London. Huh?
in London
Yeah.
there are more tourists than actually.
Yeah.
unhinged
Yeah.
tourist development has come at a cost.
I believe, I'm not sure.
Island of Gods had become the island of trash.
With a lot of tourists
Now,
comes a
mostly
lot of.
closed to the outside world, does Bali
Messing.
have a chance for change? A chance to reset?
Bali tourism
Yeah, they can reset now.
based on these two things, nature and culture. We cannot sacrifice them.
We hope so. Bali, Indonesia.
Normal temperature. Please wear a mask.
The reporter.
I arrive in Bali via a domestic flight from Indonesia's capital, Jakarta. For almost a year, the international airport has been shut. Tourism has come to a grinding halt.
Please wear a mask.
Even the thingy, the stairs, they were shut down.
There,
It's empty.
Walking through the international airport here, a place I've been through many times in my life, is just quite surreal. It's normally
It's like you're in, especially if you've been there before, and you're walking up by yourself in the airport, like with 5 people. It's like a horror movie.
it is like a horror movie. Yeah? You are just
the island of the
watching
gods,
to see
but
from
today,
that people are coming.
so quiet.
Zombies.
I can hear the air conditioner. That's the only sound.
Okay, that
Tapi kita
it's
prediksi akan bisa mencapai 7 juta di tahun 2020.
7 million
So, kita
visitors.
punya prediction yang sangat bagus sekali di tahun 2000. Dan kemudian masuk bulan Maret,
And everything finished in March.
banyak negara lockdown pada waktu itu. Finally, akhirnya kita zero. Tidak ada flight ke Bali sama sekali.
From 7 million to 0, that's a massive drop.
Over the past decade, the number of visitors to the island grew rapidly, from 2 to 6 million. Around 80% of the Balinese economy was generated by tourism.
So that's a
So, when
massive
the
hole.
pariwisata stop,
Yeah.
so, kita betul-betul merasakan susah di Bali.
Bali has been shut before. The 2002 Kuta bombings and the erratic eruptions of volcano Agung hurt the tourism industry, but ultimately it bounced back.
Will you climb up there?
This time, No one knows when the pandemic will end.
Oh, don't be so nervous.
In the beginning, we thought this is gonna be 1 month, 2 months maximum.
Yeah, but nobody expected.
It's now been 12 months. For Marcelo Ariafara and the lifeguards of Kuta Beach, their job has changed dramatically.
Nothing to do. 50
Not
people.
50,000 as normally. 50 people. Maximum 100, include the lifeguard.
Ah,
So imagine
my
for
God.
50,000 to 50.
To go to 50.
The job is much easier for them, but
Yeah.
it's
The beach are dead. There's no activity. Lifeguard still come. If something happen, lifeguard have to be there. Ready? Go!
training.
Oh, these are all the lifeguards.
Of the lifeguard never stop.
Small one as well.
They have to train.
Yeah, sure.
This beach is usually crammed with tourists, touts and hawkers. Today, Kuta and nearby Seminyak are empty.
People who sell massage or merchandise in the beach, I heard they all go back home to their village. Very sad
Yeah, because there's no
situation
point,
because
no?
Many friends of mine, I don't see them around. I hope they're okay, you know. I hope they're still alive.
For the past year, government handouts
Empty.
have helped, but they haven't gone far enough. The Balinese are relying on each other to make sure those going without get fed.
Ibu, sini Bu. I'm giving the food to the man need the food and some homeless people in Bali. Terima kasih, ini Bu ya.
So that's a massive thing. If they don't really rely on the government to do something, because I believe that it's in every single country. They really don't. It's not that they don't care; they don't do anything. And
Yeah, they are thinking that it's not their job, no? Like to.
they're not in a rush to do anything, but in this case, at least they are helping each other. This is a massive difference between Europe and Indonesia.
Yeah.
And
It is.
because of the tourism, I think that Indonesia had a lot to suffer,
Because they were relying on tourists.
on
Yeah.
the tourism.
Relying
I had to
on
the shop, but I lost everything. But I'm happy to be giving all the free food. I'm so happy. I'm glad for that. The thing is, need to be grateful what we have at the moment.
Thank you.
Balinese people, we always pray and we believe in the gods. Thank you.
Today I am selling here, and I hope tomorrow will be better. Yeah,
Ah.
tomorrow will be better. Thank you. Thank you.
This is the difference. There are a lot of people just want a normal life with, and there are a lot of people out there that are very pissed off because they don't have the latest Ferrari or
Yeah. the latest phone.
Getting busy in traffic. I miss traffic.
You're the only one who's missing traffic.
As the tourist centres of South Bali grapple with economic collapse, I want to find out how the Balinese are coping in more remote areas.
Helping each other. That's a lazy dog.
I'm standing on the beach
They
here
are
in Sanur
taking,
on the east coast of Bali. And very shortly, I'll be jumping aboard one of these high-speed boats to cross the Badung Strait.
Because they've got a lot of islands.
Okay.
Please prepare your boarding pass, use your face mask, take off and keep your shoes.
Now, last year, there were more than 20 boat companies operating off this beach, sending thousands of tourists back and forth to the island every week. But now, there are only 2 boats and 2 trips a day.
There is no point if they're empty.
For decades, this cluster of islands off the east coast of Bali remained sleepy backwaters with little tourist development.
It's like a dolphin.
Nusa Lembonga remained for a long time a bit of a hidden secret. Over the last 5 years, that's sort of changed.
Hotelier Troy Sinclair has spent the past 18 years here. He's seen tourism explode.
We're talking, you know, a massive change in volume and in the numbers coming in.
So this was before massive numbers.
Before COVID.
Before COVID, yeah.
Here on Nusa Lembongan, the rapid growth brought jobs. Most of the locals found work in tourism. Almost everyone here has been impacted by the shutdown.
No money, no money.
No money.
But they're still smiling.
What do you want them to do?
No, that's all villas and
You need to be
bungalows,
like
all on the
positive,
hill there,
be
all pretty much empty.
With no money coming in, staff have been let go and maintenance is on hold.
What's that in the water?
a ship. A ferry.
This one went down the other day. Pontoons are day trip businesses, more up against these big pontoons, and they then go into the island for tours to the Instagram shots. This pontoon, under normal circumstances, would have had guys on it every day, checking it, diving on it, looking at it, and, you know, obviously in these conditions, they simply don't, and a small leak can lead to this very quickly. You know, I've been here a long time, and my staff are essentially family. Instead of, you know, letting things fall away or shutting up shop, how do we ensure that they have jobs to come back to?
Give me a second. I
That's
think that the sound is messing around with me. No?
No, it's fine. Why?
I thought that... The volume is low, like quite low.
Yeah, the video maybe is made
Motorbike
like
trip
that.
from Lombongan is the island of Chenigan. Every day, people cross this bridge to earn a living in Lombongan's tourist trade.
Jembatan Lembongan Ceningan itu kan warnanya
Love
putih,
Bridge.
dikenal dengan Yellow Bridge, atau orang-orang lokal itu kenal dengan jembatan cinta, karena di sana itu mempertemukan antara dua, Ceningan dan Lembongan jadi satu. Jadi itu kayak cinta.
For generations, the channel was used by local families
That's
to farm
clear
seaweed.
water.
You can see everything, huh?
You can see all the fields and...
But with
Yeah.
the arrival of tourism, this industry died off. The farms made way for day clubs and selfie swings.
So basically COVID destroyed almost 80%.
The seaweed farms have returned because most on the island
So
are
those
now
are-
out
So
of
it's
work.
seaweed farms.
Yeah. Never seen one?
No.
My name is Wayan. I'm come from Ceningan Island. 1984, something like that. And my family, they work at a seaweed farm.
At low tide, Wayan and his parents harvest seaweed.
That's interesting. Never seen one
So
in my
what
life.
they are doing? They are
Working by day or by night, it's tough work.
Like in the garden?
it's just under the
Seaweed
water.
itu bagus sekali untuk kesehatan. Tapi untuk mencarinya yang tidak sehat ya.
Seaweed no good.
My parents doesn't want me to seaweed farm. because this is very hot, very hot.
The yellow ones are good as well?
We have
No.
nothing choice, so we have to back to neutral.
No idea. How I said, I never seen a.
The seaweed is dried before being sent to Java for processing. There, it's turned into beauty products, sushi, and medicinal extracts.
So they have to dry it.
3 again.
Oh.
Wayan left the island to study tourism. That was the golden ticket for many of his generation. As mass tourism arrived
Lot.
here,
It's a lot.
Wayan returned in the hopes of building a better life for his young family.
Oh. Let's see
Tourism
with
started to explode. More people's coming in from outside than the people's living in here.
Before the pandemic, Wayan and his wife invested their life savings to build a bungalow for tourists.
That
I
was
tried
a
to build my
bad
own
moment.
business. Even I have to loan money from the bank.
The bungalow has only seen a few guests.
Oh. Because then the
This
pandemic
pandemic
came.
is still going on.
You have to be
So this
very,
is
very,
the
very
worst
unlucky.
things happen, especially when I have to borrow money from the bank, and then for me now it's very hard to return this one back.
When Wayan worked at a high-end resort, he earned 800 Australian dollars a month. Now, seaweed farming brings in less than 300. And his young family has grown.
This is my little house. So here with my family, the younger daughter, 3 months, Komang.
Oh, look at it.
Hap lalu ditang. When I arrive at my home after getting my seaweed here, my kids are smiling. Your tired's gone, so that's more important.
Oh, look at her eyes, it's so
Yeah,
big.
because of the seaweed.
She was very
Concerned about the
camera.
yeah.
Smells good. Dibilang pandemi ini adalah, menurut kami pandemi ini adalah musibah. Jadi kita harus tahu, untuk ke depan kita tidak boleh mengagung-agungkan hanya satu sektor saja.
Mati lam, ya. Mati lam.
Kalau misal kembali ke normal, kita juga harus bisa mengimbangi itu antara tourism dengan natural life yang ada di sini.
Yeah, you have to combine them a bit.
Change is on everyone's mind.
Just imagine the
Back on
hotels
the
and
mainland,
everything.
How they
generations
were,
of
yeah?
Balinese
No
are
guests,
coming together
nothing,
to
no
plan
That
money.
was a
different
massive hit.
future for the island.
Again, a rock.
Again, rock.
This is a wake-up call for all of us so that we realize that we cannot just depend on one industry, and we have to develop all the other industries that actually have great potential.
Christia Damawan runs events at
Nice
his family's
cars.
venue, Kebon Vintage. It's become the place for many of these big conversations.
I think it's a good time for reflection this year for sure. Going back to loving our island and make sure that people don't abuse our island as well.
For years,
Yeah,
locals
that's the
have been
most
unhappy
important,
with the
isn't it?
negative impacts of mass tourism.
Post pandemik ini tentu ada perubahan-perubahan perilaku, baik perubahan daripada pariwisata, turis itu harus memberikan manfaat kepada masyarakat Bali.
Vice Governor.
Ini good time for us to begin to lihat.
Oh, these are the
Rice fields.
rice fields that we've seen.
infrastructure problem here in Bali.
It's clear to Pak Gusagung, the head of Bali's tourism board, what needs to be done.
I think we need like school. 65% of Balinese people not graduate from junior high school.
65.
Not enough water, not enough electric, not enough road. Traffic.
Then
and
do
rubbish.
something.
Number one problem in Bali.
And you're doing something to sort it
Oh my
out.
god,
Bali
65.
has already have tourism more than 100 years. All the monies come, but 70% go out from Bali.
Why?
Because the business is not operated by Balinese people.
Well, stop that
Okay.
and change.
The way thinking have to change.
So see, everywhere it's this.
So Bali makes money, but they are not getting
they are not
basically the
getting
money.
any.
Why? Just change, do something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Here
it is
it's
so easy.
here. If one city makes money, the money stays in that city, and the council and everything evolves, like distributes that money to different things instead to send them like.
Depends who has the power.
Bali's rubbish problem had begun to tarnish its picture-perfect reputation long before the pandemic. The island lacks a centralised waste system.
Look how
There's
much
nowhere for this to go.
rubbish.
Because tourists usually
Island
don't
of
clean.
Gods had become the island of trash.
That's something Bali Ray's Gary Benchgib is trying to change with his organisation Sungai Watch.
Sungai Watch.
What very little people realize is that, all of this plastics that, literally fills up the brink of Kutai Beach comes from somewhere. And it comes from the rivers.
Look what's there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rivers are essentially the toilets of Indonesia. They're on the backs of hotels, villas.
Special
with
on
this
in
lack of waste management
the
that we have
like
on
rainy
the
season.
island. Our rivers in Bali have turned into garbage dumps.
The COVID shutdown provided an unexpected opportunity.
Yeah,
That's a
this
good-
is
yeah, to clean.
resetting.
We want to go somewhere, we want to do something, and so that's really where we started our weekly cleanups around that same time. Progressively,
So they're washing
we went
clothes
from
in
like
the river?
20, 30, and now we're all the way up to like 150, 200 people.
This is the best way. Teach children how to take care and.
Because of COVID, people have more time. There's this
Look how
community
many
out there that
clothes.
wants to clean and press the reset button on Bali before we open up to international tourism.
Look how many clothes, see?
Clothes and everything. No, there's plastic, a lot of plastic. It's like everywhere, even here.
It is
it's
everywhere.
Here we are,
Everywhere,
standing
even in
waist to knee
Romania.
depth in the rivers, the Badung district. He's got all these workers here. They've all lost their jobs in the COVID pandemic. They used to work in tourism, etc. Now they're out
Now
here
they're
every
all
day,
together
attacking
and-
these rivers with sickles, with chainsaws, whatever they've got. It's a war on plastic. There's a long way to go.
Name is Gede, and before I'm been work be a driver, but right now because of the pandemic we have no job anymore in the tourism, and now we going to the river to cleaning the river. Hopefully soon the tourism coming again to Bali, and we clean
So this,
already.
they have a really good opportunity, no? With
yeah,
this break,
they can really
like to
reset.
everything to come, yeah, reset everything.
Because at the
come
moment,
to life.
if there is no tourism or that it's less, that means less rubbish.
Yeah.
And they have like to clean it up, but they should carry on with the. It's only
Cleaning.
not only cleaning, because if you're cleaning only
To
and
keeping it like that,
to keeping it like that,
because it's not just the tourists are making this.
And the village, local, join to clean the river.
the locals as well. but
Yeah.
The land of the
In Bali, I think that most of them they're gonna be tourists.
I have a rice field back in my hometown, and my father, he have a problem with the plastic every single day. So that's why I need to find a community who solve this kind of problem.
Rivers crisscross the island, flowing through villages, farms and rice fields. They sustain local communities and the tourism industry. But the rivers are under pressure. Tourists per capita generate 3.5 times more waste than locals.
That's a lot.
We're bringing 2 tons of trash every day in our research station to sort. We have a sorting table here to sort plastics into 15 different types of categories to bring it to recycling.
Of the 300 tonnes of plastic collected so far, only 1/3 can be recycled.
These guys, unfortunately, can't be recycled. This is a one-time use, and then it has a lifetime behind it. You know, it lives longer than our grandkids, kids. What we're trying to leverage is the brands that are
Straps,
responsible
plastic
for the net
straps,
plastic packaging.
straws.
Sachets of instant
Through their comprehensive documentation,
Indomie.
Sungai Watch hopes to hold the manufacturers accountable.
Sungai Watch, in many ways, is more of a data river cleanup organization. So really giving that transparency as to what we're finding in the rivers online for everybody to see, so it can engage.
And know exactly where to.
I believe like every
Believe in
generation has their
karma.
own revolution. Our topic now is about the environmental issue.
Membayangkan seperti apa dunia yang nanti saya...
Getty Robbie is a musician and an educator. His band Navikula are rock and roll royalty. For 2 decades, they've brought politics to the young people of Bali through their music.
Love rock and roll so much. Because in concert, we can collect a concentration of audience in one place. Even the religion is transformed by shadow puppet, by theater. So what's the difference with the rock and roll?
Today, Robbie is putting the final touches on his film entitled Pall Plastic. Translated means Plastic Island.
In Indonesia alone, more than 93 million plastic straw is used every day. More than 500 million plastic bags, single-use plastic bag, is used every day.
Produced with local NGO Correspondent, this film is a shift for Robbie from years of frontline activism. He wants this documentary to put pressure on decision makers.
In Bali, the tourism industry and the waste that created by this industry also become a problem. More people come, then more waste. It's such it's
again, if the tourism is generating a lot of money, why they are not
then you should do
make something
with that
a
money.
small part from that such massive amount of money to invest in something to, I don't know, even with the recycling, they were recycling by hand. They should build a station, automatic station. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Logical, right? What the important for us is prevention.
Robbie believes that the answers to the island's problems can be found in its traditions.
In Bali, there is some traditional rules to make it balance between the economic prosperity and natural preservation. But long way lost. More money. It's betray this concept.
Will Bali return to the way it was after this pandemic ends?
This is the big lesson for us to shifting our priority. Economic
Should
and
be for
ecology
everybody.
is not two separate things. We understand that we live from the nature. We cannot damage the nature. Specifically in Bali, the concept is nature and culture tourism. That's our asset. That's what we sell. We cannot shit where we eat, right?
A year on from the start of COVID, Bali is preparing to reopen to visitors. Tourism will return to the island of the gods and bring with it much needed money.
What type of tourism do you want?
We want to everybody peace in Bali. Jadi tidak mau juga merusak our nature in Bali.
Yeah,
This is the
nobody
time
wants
for
that, no?
Bali to do. Balinese people look at themselves, yeah. So like we learn. I think the government learns, the industry learns, and the
Government
people
never learns.
Mm.
They don't want to learn.
Taksu is our blood. We cannot describe, yeah, because it's process. Balinese people, since they are in the mom pregnant, that's already start. It's not religion. It's Bali.
Did he have a t-shirt with Wonderful Indonesia?
Yeah.
Wonderful Indonesia.
The Kuta lifeguards are winding down for the day. No one knows exactly when these beaches will be full again, but
Hopefully
Marcello
soon.
and his crew will be waiting.
When the
They're
tourists come
still
in,
there.
We hope they don't littering. The beach has been very clean. I hope you guys still come to Bali, and we're here for you. You can bring good energy.
Aww.
And we can give
Nice of him.
our energy for you guys.
It was hard for everyone to be used to something and then everything just stopped.
Yeah, but in this case was even harder because they were relying most
On
of
tourism.
I hope they won't block the video for this song. I'm gonna delete the song.
Nikki Stevens.
We are a very special channel, which we are not getting only copyrights. Our videos usually they are getting blocked, like you can't see them.
I think it's just Pall family.
I don't know. The year Bali tourism stopped
Because of COVID.
because of COVID. So many things happened from when this COVID started.
Everywhere. Not just
Everywhere.
in Indonesia or Bali or...
The only thing that I said, I believe that in Indonesia, Bali, all the like very known destination in Indonesia had to suffer
With high
because of the COVID. They were relying on
Because they
tourism.
were surviving just with, tourism, no? Tourists.
Anyway,
around.
because Indonesian people, they are used to help each other. They
More than... Yeah.
No, here you won't find it. I keep saying that because they helping each other, they went over this much easier, and they understood that it's not the case to rely on the government to do something.
They have to help each other
They
to do
have to
something because
help
the
each other
government is not
first
going to do anything.
until governments they're gonna wake up and help their people. And it's not only in Indonesia,
It's
or
not.
it's not only in UK, or it's not
everywhere.
only in everywhere. And yeah, I believe that, especially in Bali, they have to change something. If Bali makes money, the money should remain in Bali,
In Bali and just
and be invested
in that town,
in Bali.
in something.
in something to help.
Do something better for Bali, yeah.
For the community. I'm not talking about tourists. No, about the community, about the people. If somebody makes a city or an area makes money, the money should remain in that area, or at least half of it, and invest in something that can help. My opinion.
This is already political.
Yeah, I really not a political fan.
So
really...
we are not getting involved in that. There's no point, no?
No point, because they don't care, they don't listen, they do whatever they want, and
And the people can't do anything.
Hope that Bali and Indonesia, they're gonna be up again.
Anyway, I think now is much better.
It is much better.
Or it's starting to be.
It's still not okay.
It's still not. It's not like used to be.
Okay, here in UK,
now it's everything back to normal.
They release everything, so basically you don't have too many restrictions. Like even with returning back, if you had a flight, you don't
have to isolate yourself,
or test. But in Indonesia, the cases are rising again, and the situation is not the best. So
fair enough that they have to do restrictions. Much better.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it's gonna take another while for Bali or Indonesia to get more and more tourists.
That's true, yeah.
Hopefully soon we're gonna be in that category, like tourists. And we're gonna join you in Indonesia, and you're gonna join us as well, making videos from Indonesia. I think after all this online video trip, it's gonna be a bit different for us, instead of just going there, because we know and learn few things about
Indonesia, and
where we're going, what are the people, how they are, and what to expect.
So thank you very much.
I'm talking a lot.
For this suggestion.
Was a very, very, very interesting video.
And, was really good and nice and interesting. Thank you for watching it with us. Don't forget, if you are new, subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date so you can see all our videos.
And to know when we're gonna post our next
Yeah.
video.
Stay safe. Stay safe, and I'm gonna see you very soon.
See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.